I'm feeling a little on the spot. I don't know that I want to be a media sensation over this thing. I happened to be there. The incident happened right behind me. Somebody screamed. I turned around. I saw the van. I got out of its way.
You were actually a potential target of the van, sir?
Yeah, the targets were whoever he could hit. He hit people up and down, starting up by Finch Avenue, coming all the way south. There's a stream of people he hit. It was indiscriminate, and no rhyme or reason. He drove down. He ended up coming south on Young Street. He drove, crossed here. We chased him all the way down by the, whatever the name of the street is, down by the Good Life Fitness. And then he went right, and he had gotten ahead of me. I saw some police vehicles coming. We pointed where he went. They went chasing after him.
Sir, exactly where were you on Young Street when you were almost struck by this vehicle?
The area right by the Civic Center, there's food trucks and such right there. Just
Mel Lastman Square? Or?
Yeah, Mel Lastman Square. And just a little bit south of there where the sidewalks kind of split, there's a row of trees that kind of separates it. So he was on the roadside of the trees. And
So were you on the sidewalk or on the road when this
on
happened?
the sidewalk, I was right in front of him. He was like 30 feet behind me when I heard the screams, and I jumped out of the way.
And at this point, had he mounted the sidewalk?
Oh, yeah. He had already hit. He hit, I don't know how many people at the corner of Parkhome, and he drove down in front of the buildings there, the high rises. Then he got back came up on the sidewalk and plowed right through in front of Mel Lastman Square, right where those food trucks park.
Carl, did you get a look at the driver? Can you physically describe what he looked like?
I can. There was one guy driving a white van, had a logo on the side. I think it was a rental van.
Rider, perhaps?
It was, but anyway, I chased him as far as I could, but he was driving, I was running.
This is incredible.
Used to be.
No, but Carl, I find this incredible. I mean, you're not in law enforcement, I take it. You're an average citizen, and you were
Mad. Just mad. What's the world come to? Really? Do something. Do something.
Are you a lifelong Toronto resident, Carl?
No, I'm from the States. I'm up here working. I'm just angry. Angry. It's the only thing I can say.
Carl, people say this is the new normal, these random incidents. What can be done? What would you like to see done?
How can anybody say that's normal? In what life is that normal? It's human decency. Really? If you have an issue, raise an issue. You live in a democratic society. Raise an issue. My God. Is that what it's come to? You indiscriminately kill people? What purpose does that serve? What idiot thinks that promotes a message or a cause? That's just idiocracy.
Well, Carl, I think you're if this was an intentional act, and it looks like it was, you are the polar opposite of that driver. You were running down after him. You didn't know if he was armed. You didn't know if there was a bomb in that van. And I think in that sense, you're heroic.
Well, I don't consider it that way at all. I think that I did what most people would do, try to help. The number of people who flocked towards those people who were hurt to try to help them, start CPR. There was another guy chasing the van with me, and everybody was trying to do what they could to help. So,
Is that maybe the silver lining, Carl, in this incident, that people were running towards the scene of the carnage as opposed to away from it to help?
I don't know that you could say anything is a silver lining. I hate seeing incidents where the first thing people do is pull out their phone to take a picture of it instead of going to somebody's aid. Go to somebody's aid and help. Help. It's just human decency.
Well, Carl, I think it was an incredible thing you did, not knowing the extent of how dangerous that could be. You saw what this person firsthand was capable of. So I don't know what your family members are going to say once they hear that you ran after this van at some point.
I'm not saying it was necessarily the smartest thing, but I didn't want him to get away. Didn't want him to get away. And really, I was trying to warn the people on the sidewalk in front of him. Because you look up and there's a van coming down the street, you know, it's not normal. And people kind of pause. And we were just yelling, get out of the way, he's killing people.
Well, Carl, in my books, you're a hero, even if you don't think so. But at the end of the day, you did something, and maybe, perhaps, you saved a life.
Well, I don't know that I deserve any of that accolades. I hope that the survivors I hope they can save some of them. I know they couldn't save all of them, but it's just horrific. It's just horrific.